Live.
Like we're about to watch.
We're live on YouTube.
Can I monitor it as the page so we can file?
Yeah,
You should be able to,
I'm
yeah.
not logged into the YouTube page, so I won't be able to look at it like that. Right?
You can just watch the live. And
Yeah.
If you just watch it, you'll be able to see the comments.
Okay.
Hi, Wayne. Oh, is Wayne in there? Watching. We're still kind of,
Wayne, where's your bus, bro?
setting. It's here in town.
Actually, we know where it is. It says Hellheart right on the side of it.
That's awesome.
In classic Hellheart fashion, we're kind of figuring this out as we go.
I think this is just how.
Just like we do the band, you know?
Yeah.
I think every live stream ever is like this. So
Yeah.
I don't think anyone physically starts and they're like, all right, we're starting. I think it's always just
Well,
take time for 5 minutes. so
professional
people-
live streams have like they start live, and then there's like a countdown thing.
Professional live streams, like all these bands, are actually pre-recorded
Uh,
and they're not live at all.
Not all the
Diaper
time.
Cakes says, I miss you, Brad.
Who said that?
Diaper Cakes with Takali.
Oh. What's up, Teresa?
Tell the camera, not me.
I
Cliff,
think Jeff's standing in front of our Facebook live stream. Is
not,
anybody monitoring
not
Facebook?
all the way.
Okay.
I'm on it now.
Okay.
I'm not all the way in front of it, just my elbow.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna see here.
Yeah.
The room actually looks good.
Yeah.
So who's on? Okay, so you're on YouTube. You're on Facebook?
This is weird. I don't like not having my phone to be able to look
Dude,
at.
I know. I don't know what to do without my
I feel
phone.
like that should go.
Oh, you know what? I don't have
more.
Instagram myself.
If anybody watching, is the TV too loud?
Can you even hear us? Do you even
I feel
care?
like it's probably pretty even to us. We might want to knock it down a couple notches.
Becky wants to know where Kevin is.
What's up, it? What's going on, Chris? Oh,
Who's Becky?
she said,
What kind of name is that?
Where's Jim? Alright. That's cool.
I like the delay and I just looked over.
I know.
And your head just popped in the screen.
Should I turn?
Huh?
That's YouTube.
That's Facebook.
That's
We're
Facebook.
all
This is
on
Facebook.
Facebook?
Here, I'm gonna.
So that's from my
Oh,
phone.
YouTube's good.
That's from my phone. Right?
Yeah, YouTube looks great.
Here, pull up Facebook.
This is YouTube.
What? Why is
Oh,
that
you
on
want
such a wide
Facebook?
angle?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It's a phone thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
How's that?
Well,
That's what it
it's
said.
delayed, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to download Instagram to monitor.
You don't have Instagram?
Not on my tablet. Because actually the pictures
Oh, that's better.
the
Okay.
pictures look like crap because like the screen's bigger and it like blows it up and
We really gotta get better at this.
we're the best.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the live stream.
Yeah.
We don't know
Well,
what we're doing.
I was gonna say that was one of the things I wanted to say. Is like so
Oh, it's super,
when
that's
we
super delayed.
in the future.
You're not in the Instagram
Oh, whatever.
Instagram
Where's
doesn't-
the Instagram one? That's over there.
Instagram doesn't care about you. It's fine.
In the future, this isn't weird at all.
Yeah, it's super weird for me.
Can we move the phone over a little? Is it? I mean, it's vertical. There's not much we can do about that, right?
Nope.
now. Wayne says we're loud and quick. Yeah, we can't change. I mean, we could put it sideways and y'all could just watch it like
Sideways.
watch
Just
it
gonna
like
have to
this.
That's
swoosh
pretty sick.
everything.
What if
Are you, who's doing,
You have
I got Instagram pulled up right here. Hey, actually, I have both of them.
is that more better? Is that
So
good
hold
to
on,
your?
hold on, we're waiting for the
am
delay
I
to be
watching
able
Yeah.
to.
Instagram right now?
This is Facebook.
And now Instagram just got you up that way.
And
Welcome to our live stream. We watch our own live stream.
Gotcha.
Do we count as viewers?
welcome, we're reacting to our live stream.
I think you're gonna You should be fine.
That would
That'd
be
be
hilarious. The live stream where we react to our live stream.
Welcome to the Hellheart live stream, where we react and watch our
We're
own
reacting to what
live.
happened 10 seconds ago.
When that happened,
Remember when that happened? Yeah, 10
remember when
seconds
you
ago.
just walked over
Dude,
there?
good times, man. That was some good shit. Watch us make inside jokes to each other.
No one else gets that.
Man, that's a real downer.
Well, we've come really prepared with a lot of topics that we're going to go through in outline form.
First and
Actually, no, we didn't
foremost,
do that at all.
Jeff's wearing an Avenged Sevenfold shirt, and
Yeah, come on, dude.
The first order of business is we gotta send Jeff home to change.
It's old Avenged Sevenfold. It says waiting the fall on the back. Thank you. and you can't deny.
That part should be on the front, so everyone
It's like the
knows.
first like metalcore
This part's
song
good.
everybody learns is Unholy Confession.
I love this band.
I like how I can watch the TV behind me and the tablet in front of me.
You're all, what's going on behind me?
So we got a couple questions before we get started. We need to turn Brandon down. So.
So shut the hell up, Brandon.
Wait, are people actually watching, or is it just us watching our own
That's
stream?
right.
Nice.
Wayne and Robin asked about if we're gonna watch when they get married, which I'm pretty sure we'll talk about that later.
I'll be there.
You probably need to speak up a little bit.
It's gonna be rough
Okay.
for me.
Was that?
Yeah,
I'll be there.
yeah, we'll watch.
Because it's in Ukiah, right?
Yeah. So I will be in Vegas that week, and then there's something else I'm doing just before I go to Vegas. So yeah, I'm gonna be leaving Vegas like Friday night to try to make it to Ukiah in time. So
Well,
I don't know if anybody else is going to be going with me, but I will be there.
so yeah, Redwood Metal Fest in Ukiah. You can see some bands and watch Wayne and Robin get married.
If
Fuck
I
yeah.
if I can, I'm gonna try to go. It's a little hard for me to get around, but
And you can ride with me,
okay.
which is even harder because you have to climb it.
Yeah, you got a tall ass truck.
Kevin is like not in the video.
Because this is delayed. Hold on.
It's the
It's like a 30-second
Remember,
Right,
remember
there
when
he is.
Kevin wasn't in it and now he is?
Dude, that was yeah. I
Are you on
remember that time.
Instagram?
So-
Okay.
Yeah, and a couple of other quick ones before we get going.
They're hating on my hate for it.
Cliff, we'll get to yours later actually, because that's a good question.
Instagram can't even see me.
So, and then Chris, yours is a good question too, that we'll probably address that, so give it a little bit. Alright.
Most of us can't see these questions, so
Yeah, thanks a lot,
I'll
Jeff.
read them, we'll talk about what we're talking
I
about.
wanna know what's
and
going
then
on,
I'll
too.
And then I'll read them. You're sitting next to me.
I can't read.
well. I don't know what do we want to start with. So
The new song.
So yeah, we're obviously a week ago today we released Second Wind, 2 songs and 1 package video, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm like, it's fucking great to have that finally out because we've been
Sitting on it for a while.
we've been sitting on it for a while. There was a long period of time where we weren't very active. Obviously a lot of people went through a lot of shit. And I don't want to sit here and talk about the apocalypse, for too long because everybody's doing that. Everybody knows what fucking happened. Everybody had a rough 2020. But we were down just doing other things for a long time, and it took a long time to get to the point where we were doing stuff again.
And the hard part was, I think we made a conscious decision to like not talk about anything for a long
Yeah.
time. Even though we were doing things, so we knew for a long time that we were doing stuff, but we couldn't really talk about it.
Yeah, so how that kind of happened, obviously, we were affected, we got impacted by the pandemic, we had lineup changes and everything, and there was a certain amount of time where we were like, we're going to keep putting out content, but it got more and more difficult, life got in the way, and, our schedules changed. And after a certain amount of time, it was just like, we're just making the choice. We are not posting anything. We are going silent until we're ready to have a comeback. We're not going to try to keep pushing things that have no substance. We're not going to make a bunch of posts with no music to support it or no shows going on. So it was like, it was the conscious decision that we made as a band to basically go on hiatus until we were ready, we had music, and we were back.
Yeah, and I think at one point we actually talked about going complete radio silence and just dropping the song out of nowhere, and then we decided to sort of make a couple teaser posts a couple weeks
Yeah.
before. But really, it was like 2 weeks out from the song release. I think we made our first post,
Yeah,
and then we released it pretty quick. We didn't want to do the whole like, oh, we'll tease this for 3 months.
Yeah.
and you guys will get tired of us teasing it.
Yeah. Pretty
yeah. The typical big things coming.
Yeah, I'm like,
We can post big things coming for 6 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, that. But it was tough, especially once the song was done. It was like, man, we want to show people. We want to show what we've been working on. We want to show the new sound, and it was hard. It was hard for sure.
Yeah. We wanted to talk about it, but we really just couldn't. So. But yeah, so the song, I feel like we had a really good response to the song. Almost 5,000 views as of right
I think
now.
we hit 5,000 a day.
Yeah, so that's really good for the first week.
Yeah, week 1.
That's pretty good for our.
And the feedback has been awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm not ashamed to admit I was really nervous, like
Yeah, we were all nervous.
getting ready as the song was about to come out, when we were getting to that point, and the once we made that first post, like signifying that we are back, it was like, all right, this is real. Like, and as it got closer, it got realer, and I was.
I remember the night that we dropped it, me and you talking like the next day or that night. You're just like, I feel so much better now that it's like out.
Yeah.
And like we can all just sort of like take a fucking breath.
Yeah, it's hard to just hang on to something like and not be able to just.
Don't let it slip away.
Yeah.
Don't let it slip.
No, it's just it's like the anticipation, not knowing what people's response are going to be, not knowing if anybody's even going to give a shit that we're back, you know, because that was a real thing. It's just
I
like,
didn't give a shit.
yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't fucking care.
Life was so much easier. Got so much more freedom.
Yeah. So, but no, that was a real thing. It's just like, you know, we felt pretty happy with the song, but is anybody gonna fucking care? And
Yeah.
and it's really awesome. Like, not only just the amount of feedback we've gotten, but what everybody's saying it's really awesome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin. Kevin did so much work. I mean, really the whole thing is all Kevin.
Yeah, 100%.
Uh,
We should just change the band name to Kevin.
That's what I was thinking.
That's how much
What
involved.
was your
it
name
is.
again?
Change it to Kevin.
Change it to Kevin.
Just all of us, just Kevin.
Yeah. Speaking of your name, say hi.
I'm
Kevin.
Brandon.
Kevin. No, I was talking to Kevin.
Anyway, so
That's- oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Well, my name's Brandon. You know, I might be a new face for this, and I appreciate you guys allowing me to be here. You know,
We're gonna talk about Bitcoin a little bit later.
it's
We're
not
also-
financial advice, but I'll give you some
A
advice.
big teaser, we're gonna talk about two really important things. One is Kevin's bad leg and then Kevin's good leg. We're gonna talk about those individually.
What about his dick stick?
So this is the good leg.
No.
So I don't know. I can't see any of the questions. Have we had any?
Yeah.
We got one on YouTube from Young Sticks that glad he was put on to us from Discord. Love what he's hearing. I love you.
From Discord. Who's on Discord?
Everyone's on Discord. If you're not on Discord, get on. We'll get a Discord one day.
We've talked about doing.
I like Discordia. I thought they had good music. That's what I thought we were talking. I don't know.
Die.
Discord.
But yeah, we'll get on Discord soon enough and figure something out.
Well, not-
I don't
We've
know.
talked about it. It's something that we've definitely considered.
So
Let us know if there's interest in us making a Discord.
Chris has a Discord, so we'll at least have one.
Chris?
Yeah.
all right. I don't have Guitar Hero on PC, so I can't play the awesome songs that Chris is putting out on Guitar Hero and Rock Band and whatnot. But
He also just can't play them.
But yeah, if you haven't checked
Oh,
out,
yeah.
if you haven't seen, Chris does a lot of notations for, or whatever you call them, for like local band music,
charts.
Puts
Yeah,
it out
charts.
immediately too. It's
and like so fast, like
it was like the video went live, and 20 minutes later, Chris texted me. He was just like, "Hey, what symbol are you using here?" And I'm like, "Whichever one you want, man." I don't know.
You're all, I don't even know.
I don't know. But yeah, no, he's putting them out all the time, and it's really awesome. So I'd love to play it. We'll see if I can't get my hands on a Rock Band drum kit at some point.
I mean,
But
there's electric kit, you probably hook it up.
I have a
I'll have Chris help me out with that. I'm sure he knows more about it than I do.
legit. No, wait, it's not in my car anymore. It's at your house. The
Oh,
Rock Band
right.
website.
Yeah,
Mm.
website.
All right.
But, Yeah.
Show you a couple things real fast. What we got here? Video is great. Like the new sound. Thank you, Robin. Someone else said something. Where we go?
I shared it about. Oh,
Chris, Yeah, Chris shared it about 100 times, which is
Thank
much
you.
appreciated. Michelle says, I have amazing vocals in this song. She just said you, so I'm assuming she's talking about Kevin. So
Probably.
I don't know if it's- we're just gonna all say thank you, because,
I did a great job.
yeah. Well, actually, we all did do vocals in the song.
Yeah.
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 We all yelled 3 words lots of times.
If you
Not like
isolate the
this.
tracks, one of them you hear me go, "No, like this." It's fantastic. Best work I've ever done.
I agree.
Which is
Well,
act-
yeah. But
Which is funny because, like, out of the corner of my eye, I could just see Kevin doing the gang vocals, and it just looked like he was mouthing the words, like he just didn't want to do it. Because before, you've even said, like, you just feel awkward.
I feel so
Like-
awkward. Like I can't imagine like the way you guys just go up and like do vocals. I'm like just talking most of the time. My voice cracks. Can't imagine doing that in front of people. Like you guys are cool, but like other people, not so much.
What do we got here? She did say everybody, so Brad, even your vocals were great.
Alright, yeah.
Let's see. Becky says, Jeff was surprising, and Brandon coming out was huge, and vocals were dope.
That it's huge. What?
Yeah, that whole, we're really happy with the way that reveal worked out, because we didn't know how well it would actually show up on camera.
I knew. That's the thing. Is like the whole video, the whole concept was birthed from that shot. I was like, this is how we're doing this. Everything else in the video is revolving around that moment, and like that's the one part of the video that I am like super happy with. Now there's a couple parts I'm happy with. Overall, I'm my own worst critic. There's a lot that I wish I would have done differently, but that moment I was really happy with.
Yeah, even the first take, like, cause he's like, I don't know how many times it's gonna take to do this, and then like the first take, we're just like, just fucking done right there. Like,
no,
that-
we did it. It was, so we shot it, and I was just like, we're done. I mean, I guess we'll get a couple more just in case, but this is it. No, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, which was great because we were there for quite a while.
Just a couple.
And the temperature was not very much over.
We picked the one room in the building without air conditioning.
That's
Well-
like metal though.
Well, of course,
I mean,
the AC will ruin the sound.
So I want to piggyback off on the reveal. I know we've asked you this because we were curious, but I guess we can ask it for the thing. So how does it feel to be finally like not have to not talk about it?
For me, it's nice because after, gosh, maybe two months, at least 2 months, maybe 3 of like recording and or putting stuff together, it's hard for me not to say anything. You know, hard for me not to try to share the music and what we have going on with people. But now it's, you know, it's nice to be able to openly talk about it, to share the music with my friends. So
Yeah, and because I even questioned, like, maybe he could start sharing things just as, like, you know, just a fan. But apparently, certain people somehow knew
that's right. So
that, like, multiple people, like, a couple people I talked to were just like, hey, who's your new vocalist? And, like, I'm not telling you. And they're like, is it Brandon? And I was like, how the fuck?
of all people, how would you guess?
Apparently, at one point, Jess tagged everybody in something. And
It wasn't me. I guarantee it wasn't me because I don't tag people on Facebook.
It was something.
I will share it and send things to them directly.
it was probably me. Like first day, I'm like, "Hey everyone, new singer for Hellheart."
Oh, shit.
I figured because when we purged our Instagram, like the follow thing, I thought that was gonna give it away. But like everybody who said it was like, oh no, it was because of this or it was because of that, and it was just like
Well, see, but
one of those things. I was like, he wasn't even in the band when that happened.
Yeah.
Well, there was a little bit of illusion because on Instagram there was also Julian, Aaron, and Olivia.
Yeah,
So I don't know. It could have been anybody.
I don't know. Yeah,
We're rotating vocals.
yeah. A couple people did figure it out, but I don't know. It was one of those things. Just like we wanted to do it for ourselves, but we figured if anybody was paying attention and actually invested in it, it would just be a cool. It would be a cool thing.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with the way it turned out.
Yeah, and that all stemmed from working with. We actually worked with Brandon on another song as a vocal feature, and well,
He just did really, really
we
good.
did really well. I was like, well, maybe
Well-
we'll have him audition. And
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess we can kind of segue into that now. So, like, kind of how you fell into this.
Yeah.
because that was like, it was a long process of like looking, talking with different people, you know, getting some auditions back.
And we had some really good stuff, so
Yeah,
it
there was
wasn't necessarily the easiest choice.
no, it wasn't. We got some awesome stuff. We heard from some awesome vocalists, and then you know never got stuff back from them. But I think what it really came down to was like we, at least for me, I don't want to speak for everybody here. Everybody,
You just think
chime
he's
in.
really cute. I get
That
it.
was. I mean, I just was like, have you seen
Put it
his
all over.
chest? Oh, audience meal.
Adios mio? Dios
Uh,
mio.
I don't know. I went to Mexico. No, so for me it was like, okay, we have some great like potentials, but some of it's kind of unknown. Looking back on our time in the past, like what was important to us, and I think one of the big things that was really important to us was just like being in an environment where we were free to create and just not have to stress about just like little things. And it was like we knew Brandon, we've hung and stuff, and it was like this guy's just on the same wavelength as us, and we I don't even know how to put it in words, but it was just like we just kind of know that this guy is has the same kind of attitude and the attitude that we want, and we know it's going to be easy to work with him. And I think that was what was really like, that was the thing. And then what sold it was obviously, no, but
You just needed a spotter. That was all it was.
Yeah.
It's like, I just need someone to spot me on my bench.
I think for me it was like working with him once before. We needed his attitude. I was like, when I first met him, I felt like his attitude was very professional. We try to pride ourselves on being professional and like taking things seriously, because we do put a lot of time and money into this. And so when I met Brandon, that was my first impression of you. Is like, I felt like he was professional. I feel like he was here to like work on music. He was really passionate about the music, and so when we found ourselves in a position looking for a vocalist, I think for me it was I was like, yeah, we want to hear all the entries, we want to hear what everyone has to submit, but for me, I was already decided pretty early on that I thought he was a good fit.
Yeah, I met Brandon way before everybody else, like, with not
Gosh,
much.
probably
We
10
weren't-
years ago.
Yeah, we weren't like, 10, 12, something like that. It's not like we were hanging out, palling around,
Yeah.
but like we at least knew who each other were, and like, even back then, I think actually, after your band broke up, didn't we like, I came over to play guitar or something?
You did. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Because you have long hair.
And it's super long.
We all have long hair, apparently.
Yeah.
Except for Brad. But yeah, like, even like he's always been out there doing this and always been great. And I think when it came down to it, like Brad said, it's like it became the obvious choice, and it wasn't the easiest decision to move away from having a female front person, and it was a hard choice. Like, what's going to happen? Like, what's going to be the reaction?
Yep.
Thankfully,
Musically too, like what's gonna happen.
yeah, that was the most nervous thing because people don't like change.
Yeah.
But thankfully, everybody's been positive so far, and that's like amazing.
yeah, we haven't, I don't want to, jinx it here. We haven't had any like real negativity, and that's rare for the internet, and then it's really refreshing. That's why it's like it feels really nice,
We're more worried about our vaccination status.
That's-
People are really
that's
worried.
true.
That's the important thing. A couple questions, real quick, and comments. Sonny said that Adam Appel does like everybody to be included in the vocals.
Yeah.
Even himself.
Even
He
himself.
likes to
Yeah.
jump in
Yeah.
there too.
It looks like Jeff is singing the chorus. No,
It's
it's
actually Adam.
Yeah. Great guy.
Which, if you work with Adam, which sounds like you had, no offense, Adam, you're not really good.
Will he be coming out with an album? With a album, actually.
With,
just one.
hopefully multiple over the course of time.
So I think our current plan, and this is something we've kind of gone back and forth on. I think our current plan is to just stick with individual releases right now. We do have some, I don't want to say long-term, but mid to long-term plans for bundling it into an album, but it would mostly, like, I feel like doing it as an album would mostly be just for us. And I think that we've decided that, at least for the time being, the best course of action is to just try to be consistently releasing singles.
Yeah.
So,
And I think that like the days and streaming and all that stuff, it just makes more sense to do it that way because
Yeah.
it's like more consistent releases. You don't have to wait, 3-4 months to get a whole album recorded because then by then most people have lost their attention
Yeah.
span anyway. So, releasing something more regularly and not worrying about packaging as a full album because people aren't gonna buy it that way. They're not gonna consume it that way anyway. So it just makes more sense to release things consistently.
Yeah,
Right now.
Yeah, we all love, like, there's a lot of albums that
Yeah.
literally just sit down and listen to front to back,
Yeah.
but, like, to stay relevant, not
Yeah.
to say we technically are, but, like, we did nothing for so long, and, like, if you're not consistently being in somebody's ear, like, you're just losing out.
Yeah.
yeah, so, I mean, I would love to release an album, but I just, it's not, I don't think it's we don't think it's what's best for us right now. But that being said, you can look forward to fairly consistent releases from us. We do have a goal.
At least one a year. At least.
We do have a goal. I don't know if I want to state that just in case
No.
we falter.
No,
But we do have a goal.
You won't know if we fail, but we
Yeah. That's the most important thing. No, so we do have a goal, and we're pretty serious in sticking to it. So, I would just look forward to that. We're going to be consistently releasing music.
So, Bryce asked when we're coming to Seattle. Hopefully, eventually.
Well,
Hopefully,
coming to hang out or what?
Yeah.
In the land of eventually, yeah.
because I would go there now if I could, because it's hot as hell here.
It
Yeah.
sucks here so bad, dude.
Yeah.
Seattle, anywhere in Washington.
I know.
Not Yakima.
Is it?
Apparently not. Yet.
Okay, so this is gonna be like a weird thing. There's a couple guys in my WoW guild that are from that area. Isn't it on fire?
I know.
Like
That was Oregon was on fire. I don't know about Washington.
I thought it
But
was.
we're just so used to being on fire.
Let's
we just
be
talk
the
about
world.
Oh, you
is
know what?
on
I think that was Oregon. Anything that's like north is just like the same. It's basically just the same, and then you get to Canada. But yeah, somebody posted pictures, and it was just like the sky was on fire, and I was like, oh, that was like California last year.
Yeah.
So
So Juan. So if you don't know who Juan Ortiz is, you should.
Yeah.
It's Of the Dead Designs. He's been doing this forever. He did our Dawn of the Shred shirt, our new logo, our new emblem, and he's done work for fucking Hulk Hogan and a bunch of other professional wrestlers. So if you need any artwork done, make sure to hit him up because he's amazing. All hand drawn,
we're not sponsored.
which is ridiculous. Yeah, he still charges us, which is fine because it's art and you're supposed to pay for art.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no
We're
problem.
supposed to pay for art, so listen to us on Spotify. Earlier, somebody asked. I'm sorry, I backed out.
You didn't say what Juan said though.
Oh yeah, Juan said that I look like a grumpy dad looking at the game score. I'm not sure what game is on right now, but yes.
Go sports. I just hope both the teams have fun.
Neither of them.
Somebody asked. Becky asked, any shows planned?
We have some things, but
Can't
we
say
don't-
anything.
And this counts as a show.
A shit
I think
show.
this is considered the donkey show.
The train wreck.
No, we have some things. Nothing set in stone. Well, I think we have a couple things confirmed. We can't talk about it yet.
They're out for a little bit, but there may be things.
But yeah, shows soon. We've been talking about it.
Hopefully we'll play with these guys soon.
Yeah, I was just talking to where that one. No.
What a nice shirt he has.
What a great
What a nice
That
shirt
one, I was
he's
talking-
wearing.
I was just talking to that one.
Our boy Jimmy from Fire to the Front.
That
I
one.
don't even know.
Yeah.
How
If our
Um,
band had a best friend, it'd be him.
So,
Yeah,
speaking of
Yeah,
that,
and I was talking to I think David Mindward. Yeah, we're talking to some people, some friends and stuff, and we definitely want to get some stuff going soon. Tiny Tim over here.
I saw that.
he had a
He didn't get
thing
it.
happen.
He didn't. Get it.
He's over
He-
20 and thought he could skateboard.
Oh, I was gonna go with the saving children from a fire. I was
Oh.
gonna try to make it look
I mean,
good.
yeah, that's what happened.
Well, you know-
he was saving children from a fire and injured his knee.
I was trying to show
Uh,
the kids how cool that fucking sick nose slide would be, and
And then he threw all the kids back in.
and then I fell. Everyone died. It was a bad time.
Yeah.
But on the upside, I got surgery, so at least I'm better.
He's bionic now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did. So you did the no slide the first time.
Yeah, and then I tried to do a crooked grind because my brother was like, "You won't," and I was like, "Bet," and he was fucking right. I didn't do the crooked grind, so
The one thing you should try to remember is that you're a drummer.
yep.
And you just
So-
shouldn't do anything ever.
See, I was a skateboarder long before I was a drummer,
Yeah.
and I'm not good at either of those things. So,
So
and
that's a
don't-
hold up right now.
yeah,
Well,
just
so-
a bit.
Yeah, we do have, I mean, if we had the right pop up before Kevin's fully capable of playing.
As long as you guys set up my drums, I think I'll be okay.
We did
That's
that
what you
already.
used to say before, yeah.
You know it would help if you marked on the carpet where your shit goes.
That's such a lame.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times, like, because of work or something, he showed up late to a show and they're like, alright, we need a sound check, and I'm like struggling to figure out how the fuck to set up his
It's
drums.
so simple. You just very
well,
precariously
you
place
said-
the items.
You set up your drums just like I do, but your cymbal stands always confuse me.
Hey, we set up our shit the same way every time. Can you hook up my rig for me?
Yeah. Well,
I
now-
don't even see your rig, but
But
my
now-
drums are always there invisible.
He's like,
I don't
have a
fucking
rig?
pay attention to you.
I don't need a master's in engineering to set up a drum
You
set.
don't pay attention to the
He thinks
drummer.
the sound comes out of our guitars. That's
Oh.
that's his level of
Isn't that what the little two things are? They're speakers, right?
So,
so stupid.
I'm gonna go home.
Oh yeah, so I'm going home.
Michael says we need to come play Southern Oregon. Well, hopefully, if we're going to Seattle at some point, that will be on the way because it only makes sense. And who wants to drive 12 hours when you could just do shows on the way?
Yeah, I would love to start traveling, doing shows. Before this all went down, we were actually, there were some potential tours in the works. We'll see what happens. I think I don't think we're gonna do any extensive traveling this year. I just don't see that in the cards. Maybe towards the end of the year. I don't want to speak for anybody, but I think what's more likely is next year when we do any sort of long distance traveling or touring.
Did that music video or is it just a long song?
It's a long song.
By the way, speaking of Fire to the Throne, I don't know if I was supposed to say this, but I got shown their new music and it's pretty sick. So
Wow,
Thanks for showing me.
I didn't get
you can
shown.
blame. Sorry, you messaged Jimmy then. Jimmy messaged me. I forget what we were talking about, but he was like,
Jimmy and I were just chatting. I don't even. He's probably,
Surely you can't be serious. Jimmy, surely.
Rick says not Rick. Josh says Rick Allen learned how to play guitar without an arm, so Kevin can play without a leg. This is true. There
Say what?
is a drummer. There's multiple drummers that probably play without a leg, but
Yeah.
one very specific one, close inside, he does.
Look, I can barely do it with all my limbs. All right. Like, come
Some
on.
part. But
So, talking about shows, somebody asked earlier, which I'm sorry, I backed out so I missed who it was. It was, how did we get started playing shows? Like, when was our first show? Not as a band, but like just personally.
Oh, so when we all played Ace of Spades, that was the first and only show we've ever played.
That was the first and last show.
what was
No,
the first
we
show?
should've been there.
We peaked right there.
Yeah.
We just started and peaked at the same time.
Yeah. My first show ever.
Sorry.
I think my first like legit show ever was actually at the Fat Cat, like in 2007 or 8, a long fucking time ago. We played to our parents and the other bands.
Yeah, I think my first show was at Banana Joe's in Modesto, which is now Bowers Downtown, which is really good if you haven't been there. I take them their beer. Well, I used to when I was other than that. But Banana Joe's, it was a shitty all day, like 8,000 band show with shitty sound and no stage in the sun.
Those are the best.
And we got booked like 2 days before. and it was awesome. What about Brad?
So my first show, well, I used to play in church bands all the time, actually. So I don't know if that counts, but I used to play in like auditoriums in front of hundreds of people at my
There
church.
was like bigger crowds than any of us started with,
Yeah.
so yeah.
So like I guess when I was like, you know, probably 14, 15, 16 in there, I would play. But like my first metal show
That was
was
like
probably
20
here
years
in,
ago, right?
huh?
It's like 20 years ago?
Yeah, because I'm old as shit. Thanks a
Well,
lot.
it's really easy to get a crowd when you're part of a cult.
That's true.
They have to pay attention.
But my first metal show was at Al's Billiards in Turlock.
I never played that, though. I'll be honest.
Oh, was that that bar? Like,
Yeah.
oh wow.
And I was like 17, so we had to come in and then leave right after our set because they wouldn't let us
I've
stay
actually been
there.
to a couple shows there.
And our
It's crazy.
singer was pissed drunk, and he was threatening to us for a shock factor, take a piece of glass on stage and cut his wrists open, so that people would start talking about us, not worrying about the fact that he might die from being.
And the
Why
fact-
haven't
and the
we
fact-
thought of this,
And the
guys?
fact there was probably 5 people there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shock that guy right there.
Yeah, so I remember that show pretty well because I was scared to death that he was actually going to do it, and that I was going to fucking witness a guy die at my
It's
first
like,
show.
well, we're looking for a new vocalist. So if anyone's interested, let us know.
We're in the brutal
Hey,
stuff.
totally off topic. Tisdale says, Mr. Gilmore, best English teacher.
I'll
You like
fucking teach
your
no
dad?
more.
You don't teach no more.
Go do your homework or whatever. It's summer, isn't it?
I don't give a shit.
Kevin, what was your first show?
So in high school, I
Oh, no.
played snare drum in the marching band. And so I used to go out on the football field and tippity tap tap. Couldn't march for fucking shit though.
Not much has
Well,
changed.
see, I attended a real school, and I marched sousaphone, so make fun of me.
I played sousaphone too.
What?
Yeah.
You guys are just
Why did you
making up
never told me
words.
this? I had a fucking
What the
tuba.
hell is sousaphone?
I had a tuba.
You can't
I
just,
told
you
you
can't
that
just
when-
make up instruments,
No.
guys.
No, when we were at NAM and you started playing the sousaphone, I was like, oh, I played one of these like a few times. Like I didn't play it. I wasn't good at it. I mean, I could, you know, I knew that how to finger it, but like,
You don't know.
Anyway,
yeah. So I
Did you say
played.
Vietnam?
Vietnam.
Did you say back in Vietnam?
Back in Vietnam.
Yeah, totally. No.
Somebody play Fortunate Son now.
No, I played with friends in high school. I think there was like a talent show thing at my high school, and we did a cover of All the Small Things, except they put all the PAs in front of the drum set. I couldn't hear a damn thing the whole time, so everyone thought that I was really bad at. Everyone noticed that I was really bad at drums because I couldn't hear. And one of the judges just thought she could be Simon Cowell, and she was just like, "Have you ever played the drums before?" And I'm like, "I'm 16 and you're a bitch. Like, calm down."
You're all no.
What about
So yeah, I started off real fucking strong.
I'm still going strong.
Yeah, but other than that, like I played in one other project before this band, and I don't even remember if we played shows. I think we did. I basically cried the whole time I was on stage.
It wasn't the emo band anyway.
Yeah, I was an emo band. It was fun.
What about you, Brandon?
My first show, I actually started off as a drummer. My first show, I was
Upgrade.
like 13 or so. I grew up playing in churches also, a little bit, and then alternative rock music, you know, a lot of covers, but like some Nirvana. I remember playing a Blink-182 song also.
Yeah.
I was convinced I was doing the next Travis Barker though.
Yeah, I was not.
Yeah, but I don't have any tattoos, so that's why I failed.
I can't put my cymbals that
No
fucking
more.
high, dude. It's got like
Right?
freaking go-go gadget arms and shit. I can't do it.
But then my first show was screaming. I didn't start screaming until I was in high school. Well, I thought I was screaming in high school. I was yelling at the top of my lungs for years. I don't know what I was doing. I'm not even talking anymore. I was like 17 or so. I remember playing like this big house show. It was fun. Good stuff.
So, yeah, a couple people know Brandon. So, Brandon used to handle sound at the virtual, which
Yeah.
is very true.
Gosh, it seems like forever ago.
Which
That's
if
where
you-
we met.
Yeah, if you don't know the virtual, you missed out
Gosh.
Yeah.
because there's nothing left now. And there's no point in trying. Someone else said the Burden We Bear, which is
Yeah.
Brandon's old band.
That was like 10 years ago.
Lauren asked, when's the video of High School Talent Show going to be released? Does it exist?
No, I don't think so.
probably does.
It probably does.
Someone,
On someone's VHS tape.
someone find Joe Pack. Ask him if he's got that video.
Tyler's got some comments here. Brandon, thank you for joining an amazing band. These guys kill it. Can't wait to see y'all live again.
Hell yeah.
Which we can't wait to see ourselves live again. He also said, where'd it go? Shit. Kevin with his bionic knee, no wonder he got that double bass.
I saw.
He complains every time we tell him, like, hey, this part has double bass. And he's just like, it's how fast? And then he plays it and he's like, oh, that's not that fast.
So as we just established, my career has been marching band, Blink-182, and then an emo band. And they're over here like, yeah, just do like the fastest shit possible. And I'm like,
I think it was a
I'm not
couple
built
months
for this.
ago. We were working on some stuff. I forget. I don't know if it was Second Wind or one of the other things we had coming up. But I just remember texting you, and I was just like, so I've decided we're doing more blast beats. So get good.
well, then he made that fucking clip of the some. I don't know if he used it. He made some clip of the song, and he goes, "Hey Kevin, you good with this?" Like they always write drums to their guitar tracks and then send it to me to basically rework it how I would play it. But they put like some 300 BPM blast beats in there.
Yeah.
Blast.
And I'm like,
I remember sending you that snap. I was just like, all right, Kevin, get good.
I'm pretty sure I just sent a thumbs up. Like, yeah, sure, you got it.
Catherine says, Hipsel was an amazing band with Brandon playing the drums.
Yeah, that was 15 years ago.
It's only a couple of years ago.
Catherine was also a great fan.
I thought it
Nolan,
was a killer band in high school.
Nolan, who's been in some sweet bands, but I don't think he's doing anything currently. But we'll just give him a shout out if you need your carpets or tile cleaned or upholstery or anything like that. Black Dogman Services, they're amazing. I used to work with him, and I'm not going to charge you for
We're
this.
not sponsored.
Actually, if you want to come clean my carpet, you can do that. Because I don't work for them anymore. Tyler also says, Brad's feet, fucking yummy. What's your routine and how do you keep them sexy? And,
I
apparently,
usually shower every 3 days.
and Tara Lynn knows the secret that it's the way he clips his toenails.
I don't actually, they just fall off.
The whole thing.
Yeah, they get so long they can't
That one
stop.
time you were clipping them while we were playing video games, proves that that's a lie.
You weren't supposed to fucking tell them, bro.
That was confidential.
Face!
I'm gonna put socks on if you don't spend time on my feet.
Let's see. There was
It's a
a,
lounge couch.
there's
bro.
another good question that I missed.
You're fired.
Somebody asked about who's this Josh kid?
That was the Rick. Brandon was in Hixel. We got that.
Hixel was a band I used to be in with Joe from Lion Court. Killer band. And Joe's also Mike. What? I was in Hixel with in high school with Joe from Lion Court.
With Joe, really?
Yeah.
See, it's weird. Like the locals, like you can tell the people that were too stupid to hang around and still play music because we all know each other. Like he was in a band with Joe. I've been in a band with Marco from Lion Court.
Yeah.
He's been in a band with Marco from
I've
Lion
been in a
Court.
band.
He's been in a band with Marco from Lion Court.
Yeah.
We're all just a bunch of sluts. You know?
Am I the only one faithful to this fucking band?
You're just super needy, so you can't leave.
It's called codependence.
Someone asked about a
Why
fight.
carry me to the bathroom?
You're
I
welcome,
literally
Nolan.
fed you.
That's nice ass.
Samuel asked. Yeah, you're.
Huh?
Samuel asked about the time Brandon got in a fight with a little person.
He was a little taller than me, and that was pissing me off.
Is that a true story? Is that
Yeah, he
just
was
a joke?
12. It was a couple months ago, dude. I was pissed.
I thought this was like years ago. And he said like it sounds like a story like, oh yeah, 10 years ago I was over at this place.
That was last week.
Ruined my day.
Tammy asked, how long have we been a group? 2017.
However many years that is.
Yeah, so that's well depending on
It
the
was-
month that could be 3 point something or
It was
4.
4 years in April.
Oh, it's April. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's good. I can.
So we've accomplished a lot in 4 years.
I mean,
Yeah.
we
No,
made like $80 on YouTube. That's pretty good.
yeah.
I think it was like 1 something actually.
I got recognized at a gas station once for basically fucking famous.
I
It was his mom.
there's
Shut up!
That happened to me once. They were like, "Is that the drummer for Hellheart?" And I turned around, and it was fucking Marco.
there's this kid CJ who's in well actually he's not anymore, but he was a part of the GK Music youth bands, and like I swear that kid and his mom were stalking me because I literally ran into them everywhere, and he'd always be like, "Oh hey, it's Jeff from Hellheart." And I'm like, fucking Popeyes. I saw the Metallica concert in the movie theater and the symphony show, and like they were sitting in front of us, and it was just like kid followed me everywhere.
Because you're such a great guy.
Yeah.
That's what I
Smiley Panda says, "Love your Liquid Death shirt."
Yeah, they totally don't.
do. We have
sponsor-
comments over there too?
totally
We're not
don't
sponsored.
sponsor us, but
We have
they
new
should.
comments?
I
A
want to
couple
be.
YouTube comments. Tara Lynn said, "Where's the cat?" In storage.
Yeah.
And D's Bullets says, "Any information on new music?" Yes. Half an hour ago,
Ooh.
we were talking about that.
Well, speaking, yeah,
Big things on the way.
and then we were also asked about new music, which I was going to get to later. But Wayne asked, "Are we planning on redoing any existing songs?" Which we're not going to rule anything out, but it would be good to know which.
Yeah,
song, if we were to do that.
I am comfortable saying that it's very possible. We have had conversations, and I think that it's something that very potentially could be down the line. And like you said, if you have some stuff in mind, but if you have anything specifically that you think would sound good with these two and their sexy voices on it, let us know. Because nothing's ruled out at this point.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll do a poll or something. We'll list a couple of songs and see what people want to hear.
Yeah.
I think also we should maybe do a poll like, what should we do next? Should we do a deathcore song? Should we do a death metal song? Should
I
we
think
do a
we
should we
country
do
song?
country song?
Country.
Okay.
I think we
Country
should.
fusion.
I don't know if anybody saw my story, but I think we should do The Root of All Evil by Dream Theater or Honor Thy Father. I think Kevin would love
I
that
like
in
that.
particular.
I'm going to only use hi-hat, snare, and bass. That's it.
If we don't cover Panic Attack or Pull Me Under, no one's gonna know what the fuck it is.
I covered the root of all evil in my old band.
We're gonna cover
Really?
the entire Metropolis Part 2 album.
Okay, how about Hearts on Fire by Hammerfall?
Burning with Desire.
Tammy says do Thunder Rolls. Unfortunately, that's already been done by All That Remains, which is like the same band as we are.
I'm just better than Daisy Richardson, that's all. That's the only difference.
So if you want to cover a Thunder Rolls, check out All That Remains. They're a pretty new band. They've been around a couple months, and they're really going places. Brandon Garrett and Joe played at Chris's old church
Yeah.
together. Huh?
Yeah, that's how you know.
Tara Lynn wants to see Brandon's cat in a Hellheart video, and the cat's feet specifically.
To compare them to my feet.
Sorry.
Toby's.
Toe beans are an extra. They're a $5 tip. So we'll work on that.
Jess, you're not going to get sponsored, but that attitude. I work for a
I
company
said
that
we're not, but I want to be.
I work for a company that works with Liquid Death, so sometimes I get it for free. So that's
Technically.
kind of sponsored. Maybe I sponsor Jess.
I got a reload, so I'm not going. I'm not
Hey,
leaving.
can you grab my one Liquid Death that's left in there?
Yeah.
It's in the drawer.
Uh,
Thank you. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
I feel
You shall
bad.
have my finest horse.
Fire to the Throne just jumped on Instagram, and unfortunately you can't see. I got your shirt on, my guy. So
We had your video playing a little while ago.
yeah, if you would have showed up on time.
I didn't
Yeah.
even show up on time, but you being late is unacceptable.
People are saying NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. Unfortunately, well, we do have five people, so we could do 5-part harmonies.
Backstreet Boys.
But
Thank you, kind sir.
most of us aren't pretty enough.
I'm
fucking
pretty
gorgeous.
enough. Yeah, me and Jess we got that.
Speak for yourself.
Handsome motherfucker.
Refreshing.
Murder that thirst. Then she says, my thirst has
And
been
then we
murdered.
get sponsored
There's
by
murder.
Dust Bowl, which is local to Turlock.
That'd be cool.
So that'd be fucking sick.
Cover,
We have 21 viewers right now, by the way, which is
That's like 20 more than I thought we were gonna have.
Considering
I
I'm,
thought my mom
considering
was watching, and
I'm,
that's
Yeah.
I'm
No,
one of
I knew
them
my dad was
monitoring
going to
the
tune in,
comments.
but that was about it.
Actually, your dad hasn't said anything, so he's probably asleep.
Probably.
Uh,
He's still watching though.
Jeff, Johnny H said, "Hey Jeff, work with your pops. Rock on, fellas."
Oh, nice. That's random, but hey, cool.
22
So
years.
Johnny's here, but where's your dad?
And my dad doesn't use any social media because he's, my dad.
That makes sense.
He's a great guy though.
Anyway, Johnny, what's up?
What were some of the questions? Did we already touch on them? You're like, that's a great question. We'll get into that later.
I got most. Unless there's anything over there.
We got one on Instagram asking what we're drinking. Jess
Hops are wrath.
stays on that liquid death, strict water diet.
I don't really drink anymore, so.
Hops are wrath.
Hops
Hops of
Wrath,
Wrath.
great go-to.
I have Track 7 Oso Rojo, which is a kettle sour with raspberry, strawberry, pomegranate, orange, pineapple, lime, lactose, and vanilla.
This guy with
So
his
fake
fucking
beer.
Sour beer.
It's-
And then me and Brandon over here rocking that juice box from, what is that, Santa Cruz?
Mountain.
Yeah, Santa Cruz Mountain
Which,
Brewery.
shout out to them for giving that to me when I was having a long, shitty day. And
And a special shout out for him giving it to us because it's fantastic.
yeah, I have a bad problem. I have way too much beer, which normally isn't a problem, but I don't drink that much.
But you only bring the sours over to my house.
Yeah.
Because the only thing, because IPA, I don't know, like,
Because IPAs sell and sours don't.
The
so
sours
you get
sell-
all the sours
you know,
back.
the problem is the sours sell too, but there's so many freaking sours, and like half of them are like, oh, it's a double hazy, and I'm like, great, there's only 50 other ones of those in my fucking fridge. So the,
You know what I
the only
want
things that
after
the only things that sound interesting are sours, because they're like, hey, it's got all this bullshit. And you're like, huh, I wonder what that
After a
tastes like.
long
Okay,
day, you know what I
if
want?
you've got a
Is
bunch of double
sour-ass
hazies
beer.
in your fridge and they're not being brought over to my house, there's a problem.
We're gonna have to talk about beer later because this could go on. forever.
Yeah.
Tyler's drinking a Mickey's Big Mouth, which
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
kudos to you if
King
you can.
Cobra up next or what?
So
Remember the first fucking time, God, I don't know how old I was. First fucking time I had.
You were definitely over 21.
I was definitely over 21 when I had my first King Cobra. So I remember I was just like, this is awful, but then I got to the bottom of it and I'm like, more!
So Tyler and I have some stories drinking. Tyler's like literally my lifelong best friend. So shout out to him.
Ooh, O-Town, that's a great idea.
He's helped us out with a bunch of stuff. One day he had the idea, we're at the liquor store when he lived with me, and was like, yo, they got this E40 water, we should get it. And it tastes like shit, but 2 sips in, you didn't care what it fucking tastes like.
Those are the best ones.
And we also had a night where I drank 4, he'll remember, it was either 4 or 5 Four Locos.
Oh shit.
While in a hot
4 times 4, that's like 16 locos, dude. That's fucking crazy.
I've had
while
like,
in a hot tub.
dude,
So I didn't
that's,
feel anything until I stood up.
dude, that's fucked.
You got drunk in a hot
I've
tub with
had-
another guy?
I've had 2 Four Locos.
5
in
feet
one night.
apart, 5 feet apart, because they're not.
Yeah, I've had 2 Four Locos in one sitting before, and that, I was like, I mean, there was other stuff involved, but I was shitty. I couldn't fucking imagine
Sure.
4.
That first time we went down to LA.
Staying with my buddy Anthony?
Yeah, we went. Me and Jess went up early before everyone else because other people had to work to drive all the gear.
Jess and I.
Yeah.
Me and
He's
Jess.
a teacher.
And you didn't teach me English.
Obviously.
I didn't teach my class either.
Still got paid though.
No, we went up early, and him and his buddy from down south were like, "Oh, let's
25
reminisce at like the old days. Get Four Locos." Neither of them touched the fucking Four Locos, but Jess was like, "You should do it."
I had a Four Loco.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
No,
think
we all
Anthony-
drank it. We got more than because we each had one.
Okay.
But I think we got like 4. Was
I
like,
only had one,
Anthony
and
and I both fucking drank it because we got shitty.
Yeah, we did, and I think I slept for a while, been like hour and a half, and then woke up and to go to the next show.
Yeah.
what's great is when you wake up and you're just still fucking drunk. And
I think that's why I didn't feel terrible, but I was really fucking tired.
Just like
My
college.
problem is if I drink too much, I just don't go to sleep. Like when I start to feel sleepy, I have to go to sleep, and if I don't, I'm just not fucking going to sleep.
I just don't sleep anyway.
A couple ones, Brandon ruined drinking for Chris.
I took him to a show out in Turlock. It was crazy. He decided to have, it was his first time drinking Four Locos, and he's like, I'm drinking 2 of these. And I'm like, I bet you're not. Well, he got through them, and then most of it came back out. It was great. It was very nice, and we had a great time.
Tim,
That's on YouTube. Instagram's right here.
Okay.
Fire to the Throne says Kevin's shirt is awful. Screw you guys, you're awful.
Yeah. You guys
Tammy asked again because I missed it, and I was actually going to get to it, but thank you for reminding me. Where do we play locally? Well,
know. Wow.
Yes.
we don't.
Al's Billiards.
Right in this room,
So
baby.
the-
Oh
the-
yeah.
I don't even know.
The only thing left is the other place if it's still doing it.
I don't know if
Grizzly
they are.
Rock
Yeah,
Cafe.
I don't know where locally there is
Yeah.
stuff.
See
Now,
the card there.
I will say I do have some potential things lined up in the area, the Manteca to Merced area. I'm working on it currently. It's just not my top priority right now. But there might be some things popping up in a few months.
So basically, big things coming soon.
Yeah, big things
Small
coming.
things are arriving eventually.
Jared says hi. Fuck yeah, Jared.
Fuck yeah, Jared.
We miss you, and
Hey, Jared.
I'm
my-
sure Kentucky is better than here, but we miss you.
my,
We still have our Fuck Yeah Jared shirts, by the way.
Yeah, my physical therapist's name for helping me get over this nonsense. His name is Jared, and so I've been really tempted to wear my Fuck Yeah Jared shirt. There's always like a bunch of old people in there, and I don't want to be that guy. But
One
it's
time-
tempting.
Old
I think
people
about
are different now, though.
That's
One time
true.
when I was
you know?
younger, I had a bleeding through shirt on the back. It says "I don't give a fuck," and I was walking through like a thrift store, and I didn't understand why I kept getting weird looks. I'm like, why is everybody staring at me? I get home and I like go to bed and I take off my shirt and I'm like, oh, that's why all
Wait, so
people.
you lied because you said you didn't give a fuck on the shirt, and you obviously cared a lot.
No, I didn't understand. Like, why are all these people looking at me funny? Like, yeah.
Jared said do it, and I think he's referring to fuck yeah, Jared, which we just did. So pay attention.
He might mean do it to.
What about Al's?
Get your
Someone's
shirt.
talking about Al's
Yeah.
Billiards. Who's that?
So Cassie says Al's Billiards, where you can still smoke inside, and you're guaranteed at least one fight. Sounds
That's
like my type of place.
It'll be about the cigarettes too.
Speaking of fights, I used to have actually I still have it, an Also Paris shirt, which says I'll rip you apart on the back, and a couple times that didn't go so well.
Real fast. Hey, we love Zephin too. Fire to the Throne said, just kidding, we love Kevin. Kevin is like Zephin, and we love Zephin.
So he's asking
Glad
about
I've gotten some love by association here.
So
And then
Yeah, but does
Tiz-
Zephyr have a dick stick?
Tisdale said chin of steel. I'm assuming that's in reference to you.
so you forgot about Smirnoff before the show.
No. Which
Oh,
one is
that's
he on
right.
Instagram?
Yeah.
And then
No. Can you
Tam,
see me on Instagram?
no,
Yeah, you can see you.
Oh, you can.
No one can see me. If
Tammy-
I like get all the way over here, people can see me. So
No one wants to see you.
The mattress is in the other room. We might go to the
yeah,
comfortable
we'll
later.
move over in a bit. But
Tammy asked, do we have any website or merch? We do have merch, which some of it you can purchase through Bandcamp or
A
Facebook.
lot.
I don't even have any merch, so.
A lot of the merch is no longer there because we will be very soon. No hard dates yet because
Big things coming soon.
we stay
because
soft.
small things are arriving eventually.
Quit talking about me like that.
We both know you don't arrive.
Um,
There will be a new line of merch arriving eventually.
and if there's anything,
coming
and if
soon.
there's anything you're interested in, a good deal on some existing merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any of our old backstock will be relisted soon. I think there'll be some like bulk stuff put up. We still gotta work that out. Just the priority for us recently has been the release and getting some stuff, music finished. So there will be, hopefully in the next couple weeks, there will be a new like shop up and like revitalized. I think there might be some stuff up there now, but
Yeah.
Until then, you want to plug an email address or something if people want to
They can-
message us for any existing merch.
I can message us on Facebook, I think.
yeah, just hit us up on Instagram or Facebook on pretty much anything that we have. You can message us and we can make something happen.
Why is this song so fucking good?
Right?
Yeah, by the way, I love this
That's
the
the
White
one.
Wolf song, the most recent release. Awesome song, awesome video.
Yeah. Fire Throne wants to play soon. Let us know. We're trying to get back down to Fresno, so hit us up. Let us know what you got.
And I want to get. As I said, I was talking to Jimmy.
Surely.
We want to try to get Shirley.
Surely you
Jimmy.
would not.
Yeah, we want to try to get you guys up here too. So yeah, we'll talk.
I am serious. No, call me Jimmy.
What else we got
I think people are still watching.
We had 25 viewers for a minute there.
here? Yeah, and they realized that
Then we
we're.
realized we suck, and they're like, "Oh, I'm out of here." Just bullshit.
Yeah, but we saw you. You were interested.
They just
Yeah.
saw Brad's feet, and they're just like, yeah, we're over it.
Yeah.
Can't-
Bro, I gotta cut my
Yeah.
toenails.
That's the only reason Fire to the Throne's still here, really.
The fetish.
Yeah.
They're like, look at those babies.
So stupid.
Kevin, should I have another sour?
Yes, because otherwise you'll leave it here.
Please drink them all. I don't want to be stuck with these. There's still like fucking 10 in the fridge right now.
Really? Sours?
Because we're all
No.
working around them. I'm like
This is
getting
how
all
we
the
go.
hops
Well,
around.
gotta wrap it
You-
up, right?
I'm sorry for giving you expensive beer for free.
It's not beer.
That's the end of the playlist.
I know, where's the remote?
Well,
Where
no,
the
we
hell
still
did
it's
you get
it's on
Starbucks
ours,
from?
so.
What?
Where the hell did you get Starbucks from?
Well, check out this
It
band.
was delivered.
That sucks.
Is it DiGiorno? Do you guys ever see that video of the guy yelling at trucks?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
What, the fucking shred it guy?
No, there's that one too, but the guy's like yelling, he's like, "Hey, you can't deliver DiGiorno." It's a big truck that says DiGiorno on the side.
Chris Walker would like some merch. Cough, cough.
Um,
I'm gonna hook you up, Chris.
yeah, you do a bunch. Maybe we can get something to you.
We'll get you something.
Yeah, he's right. It is juice. Yeah, it's just juice.
Chris, hit me
It's
up. I'll
alcoholic.
talk to you about it.
Like, how is this not beer? This is strawberry shortcake.
Oh yeah,
How
you
is that
left
not
one of
fair?
those here, and I had it, and it tasted like ass.
How can you
I haven't
call?
had this one actually.
I'm assuming Jimmy's the main one talking. Jimmy, how are you gonna say sours are crispy and refreshing? It's like if you took
I
a
thought that was
sweet.
a Pilsner was crispy.
Yeah.
Do we assume this Jimmy just because he's the one we talk to the most? Or did
He was
actually
on here
say?
and then he switched to the band page.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming it's Jimmy because that's our contact.
Tammy
person.
keeps asking about merch. Hit us up, please. Direct message us on Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah.
And we will make
Chris,
some
message
happen.
me. Nobody else, because I don't pay that much attention to that stuff. I'm just cool with Chris.
Yeah, but you send him stuff, and half the time he just opens your Snapchat and doesn't reply to your joke that was funny.
If it's funny, I'm gonna reply. But like,
Man, this song sucks. Can you turn this off?
Yeah.
Chris also wants some beer. Maybe, depending on what I have.
I think we might get in some legal issues transporting beer from your facility to other people.
We definitely
As long
do
as I
not transport out.
Don't charge them for it. Yeah, Wayne, since you left, and we don't get,
Is Wayne still here?
I don't know, but since we don't get that brand that starts with an S and an N anymore, no, now I have to supply the beer, which is fine because it's free, but still.
Rhymes with Fiera Granada.
Yeah, Fiera Banana. That doesn't taste like shit. That's good. It tastes like strawberry.
I didn't like
But
it.
when you want beer, it's not a good thing to have.
Does anybody remember Power Thirst?
Fuck yeah, dude! I had.
So this
Power
brand,
Thirst
New
is
Glory,
Crystal Meth.
they had a sour called Power Thirst, and it tasted like Red Bull. And
yeah,
yeah,
I enjoyed it. You can only. I only could like drink one in a sitting because it was just too sour.
it's really weird. There's a picture of myself above me.
Anyways.
So what else we want to talk about? I don't.
What else we got?
If anybody has any questions or things they want to talk about, just comment, please.
I think we're gonna be probably wrapping up.
Yeah, we'll probably
Soon.
wrap it up soon, but if any last minute questions or anything you guys want to know about,
Questions and concerns?
Anything you want to talk about, Brandon? I feel like you've been
Yeah.
quiet.
We talk a lot.
Oh no, I don't mind.
I'm just happy to be here.
I don't listen to all the music back there.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
We make up, so he makes the most noise on stage, so we make up for that in the meantime. By talking.
Yeah.
Any new gear? Actually, wow, you read my mind. So I was literally gonna be like, hey, anybody get any new gear lately? And fucking Before we get to that, Josh wants to know if there will still be violence.
There's always gonna be violence.
There will.
In the world we live in, yes, there will always be violence.
There will probably be more.
If you're talking about the song,
As far as new gear is concerned, I just got these drumsticks.
so they're what, 5As?
Yeah, they're 5ANs.
Oh, with the nylon tips?
Nylon tips.
Oh.
Not my. I'm normally a 5B kind of guy.
Oh.
I think the B stands for big. But so I got some new sticks because all of mine were left somewhere a while back, and
Yeah. So
you can see them. I'm using them right there. And
Those are the same ones from the video.
yeah, same ones from the video. I'll raffle these off starting at $1,000. I don't want to lose my sticks. They're the only ones I have.
wow. Tell us how you really feel. So the
Have
funny
another
thing
drink.
is,
About gear.
right before the lockdown started last year, we had invested in a sizable investment into a new live setup. We had it at our last show that when we played in Fresno with Fire to the Throne and Farouk. It's a fucking sick show. But we didn't take it there because we didn't have it set up yet. The plan was to use it at our next show. That never happened.
You can kind of see it. It's that big red thing behind you.
Yeah,
So we do have a whole new rig, basically.
yeah. We've had it for a while at this point, but yeah, we got a whole new live setup. Not been able to use yet, so we are definitely. I'm
But
definitely
it's
excited.
pretty, sweet. We just don't know that yet. Brad got some new guitars.
Yep. I've for those of you who have followed my guitar adventure, I used to rock the Iceman. I'm temporarily retiring the Iceman for renovations. For renovations, it's gonna be back, but I'm gonna have a whole. It's gonna become a project guitar. It's gonna be pretty badass, but I'm pretty much exclusively using LTD Eclipses right now. I'm just really into the Eclipse. I got a couple of really nice ones. You'll see it in the new video if you watch it. So
Who's
yeah.
that's the Neil?
Yeah, so right now my main is the Neil Westfall from Day to Remember,
I was gonna say
signature.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's what it was.
The Neil deGrasse
The
Tyson signature LCD.
Sick as fuck, yeah.
So I have a thing for white guitars, if you know me. I saw that and
I just
couldn't-
I like guitars that like pop on stage. Like I
Yeah.
used to be like that metal kid who was just like, I want my guitar to be black, because I'm death metal, blah. But now I like guitars that really kind of pop, that you can see on stage really well.
Also, the biggest change would be like I used to do always floating bridges, tremolos, and now I'm going to hardtails pretty much exclusively right now.
Unless we needed that, or you can even get a whammy pedal, honestly.
Yeah.
By the way, that's the best idea ever behind my head right now, and I don't know why nobody's done that yet, but they played a fucking show in an aquarium.
That's pretty sick.
So I got convinced by Brad and I bought an LTD bass because now we tune lower, so I needed a 5-string. So I was pretty much exclusively on Schecter, which I still love, but I got a good deal on this really nice LTD, and that's what I'm using now. I really want another Explorer bass, so if anybody like sees a 5-string one, which apparently doesn't exist, let me know. What about you, Brian?
New gear. I kind of fell into to play guitar a little bit. I fell into the what is it called? The power speaker. It's like the head.
Oh,
A lot of people picked them up just recently too.
the head or
The head rush.
Yeah.
I got a head rush set up, just to jam at home, to try to write some of my own stuff. It sounds pretty good for for what they have to offer. Lewis, I might come over here and play on all these guitars. There's a ton of them over here. I feel like I'm like a guitar center trying to come over.
I know, right?
Oh, there's a really sweet one up there. You can see it.
I don't think I can see it actually.
That's in the front.
Oh, okay.
That's in the
Let's see
front.
what it
Yeah, we're gonna go fully into detail of our rig because we'll probably do a video on that. But speaking of the head rush, if you've seen our old rigs, they're big and heavy. So now our rigs are slightly less big and slightly less heavy because we're not using real amps anymore. Because fuck real amps.
Yeah. Fuck off.
I still am because I'm a bass player.
Yeah, we'll go into the whole. I think that we'll kind of do it right now. We'll do an updated gear thing this year, so at some point.
We got asked who are the founding members of the group. Who are the founding members that?
Do I get to raise my hand for that?
Yes. you do.
Sure.
Okay.
Who are the founding members that are currently here? Okay, then.
Me and Jess.
I'm like halfway.
I would count you. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. It was like 3 shows later.
so I started the band. I was in another project before this. Wasn't very happy, and I decided that I wanted to do something that was more me. And I kind of broke away and started looking for people, and a whole video on this, and just, like, you know, instead of just individually with the profiles, we should do like a story, because like it's really interesting how a lot of us kind of fell into the band.
Yeah, there's some, like we were saying before, everybody knows each other
So,
locally. Yeah, knows each other locally. Like, just like we won't go into detail right now, but like I ran into Jess fucking years and years and years before this band. So
Yeah,
it's just
I
weird.
tried out for your
I
band.
guess we are going to go into detail.
Well, no, it's like, but it was just a quick try. I tried it for your band. I really was awful, and
They also broke up like right after that.
no, but it was just really funny because like yeah, we should do a whole video on this, but because it's a lot of kind of like funny circumstances for how this group kind of fell into place.
Yeah,
So-
pretty much everything, even with Brad. Like, we were at Rainforest Cafe in downtown Disney. Like, Brad, you should play guitar for us. And even Marco from Lion Corp was like, Brad, you should play guitar for them.
Yep. And now I play guitar for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's
we got stuck with them.
yeah. No, yeah, but it's an interesting story, and I think we should do a whole video on it at some point. That's another goal that we have, not only with music, but we're going to start trying to put out regular content on YouTube, and I mean the other social platforms too. But we're really like leaning in and diving into YouTube content. So
Yep, and that's Cassie just said, Hellheart Origins. And
Hellheart.
Your cat was loud in there.
that's not my cat. It's Kevin's cat.
Oh my
Is
god.
that a euphemism?
Just kidding.
Oh, so many things I want to say.
But yeah, speaking of social media, obviously we have, Instagram and everything you're currently watching on. We started a TikTok
Yeah.
because
Oh shit.
we
Yeah.
felt obligated to. We still don't pay attention to our Twitter because fuck Twitter.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a TikTok, so if you want to be disappointed by the amount of stuff that we post on there,
We
and
will
the
be
quality
posting-
of it, make sure
We'll
you
be
follow us.
posting a lot more on TikTok here soon. One thing I do want to say now is for everybody who's still here, in the future, we are only going to be doing our live streams on YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah.
So if you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, we might do live stuff there every once in a while, but I think don't hold me to this because I don't know if we've officially discussed it, but I think the idea is that we're going to try to do these about once a month, like just a sit down, hang out.
next one's mukbang.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, let us know what we should eat.
yeah.
Not seafood.
As
though.
long as it's taco truck, that's what we're gonna eat.
Hey,
Yeah, let us
yeah,
know
do we
what you want to see so we can eat taco truck.
Yeah, we should go to that taco truck and be disappointed by all the things that are out of currently.
What time is it?
They're not going to be open.
They're not open anymore.
Yeah.
Well, already disappointed. We didn't even leave the house.
But yeah.
Every time I just want a carnitas super burrito, and they only have asada, and I
Asada.
asada, but I just want carnitas every time, and they never have
And
it.
Jess eats nothing but shrimp, and they never have that either.
No, I also eat pastor,
Oh, okay.
and it's bomb. And if they don't have that, I go carne asada.
I'm trying to watch my figure, so I eat only chicken.
It's both
And I call it chicken when I'm there.
Yeah,
You know
he's
what I'm
watching
saying?
his figure, so he eats chicken, but he just has a burrito and 6 tacos. so-
Okay,
They're all chicken. It's fine.
I'll pass. We're gonna go off pastor. We're not about eating that stomach.
Hey, chicas isn't that bad, but like pastor is just really, really good.
Okay, now I'm getting hungry. This is bullshit.
I know.
So we were in Mexico City, because the one time we were cool and we did things. I was by our hotel every fucking day and always had al pastor tacos.
Dude.
That was such a fun time. We took pictures with the guys inside the taco shop.
Yeah.
It was great. And there was this one dude who was a lot of Spanish, but this dude was very obviously gay. And I was just like, this is gonna make a great picture. And I thought someone was recording or something, so I kissed this dude on the cheek. Didn't even get a picture of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did it because you
But it made
Yeah, it was because I wanted to,
But
but
the reward was he was so happy.
he was so happy.
I mean, they were so happy to see us every day anyways.
They were just like, these white
Dude,
dudes
it was
so
bummed
much
as
money.
fuck. I was
Yeah,
like,
it was so good.
I was like, can we just like not leave? Because
Yeah.
I'm okay with staying in the shithole because this fucking tacos are great.
Yeah.
Because we were in this hostel.
Oh
A
god.
sink may or may not have been broken because
Someone
one of the
told
members
me,
on the
yeah.
tour, not in our band, broke a sink because
There's this bottle of, it said absinthe, and that was the only thing that
I don't
could
know what the
remember.
fuck it was, but it
Leave
was.
that.
Yeah, they had this bottle of absinthe, and one dude drank the majority of it, and then it was on the very last night we stayed, they freaking tore the sink off the wall.
Yeah.
The owner was not very happy about
But
that.
apparently he was like running around in the street screaming. I'm just like, dude, what the fuck?
This is the wrong.
You tore a sink off like Johnny Cash?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like
Johnny
this
Cash.
is the wrong country to be acting a fool in. So
Someone's talking shit on here.
Tammy says pollo con todo, which I think is correct because I'm Portuguese, not Mexican.
Who's talking shit?
Cassie says Brad is too white to order pollo con todo.
You owe me a haircut. She knows what I mean.
Yeah, give him that super white haircut with the little line in it, you know?
Yeah. Yes. Can I have an undercut? I'm gonna start a trend.
Undercut? I had that before I grew my hair out. Speaking of growing hair, I don't know if you noticed, I don't have hair, and also just barely has hair now.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get long
And
hair.
now Brad's gonna grow his hair out.
I'm like 6 months behind you guys.
I'm still
6
balding.
months.
I went through almost all of the lockdown and I didn't cut my hair or shave and it was
Or shower at all.
and I didn't really shower. I didn't really do anything but play World of Warcraft.
So Becky says mullets.
Mullets.
Back.
God damn.
I'm fucking
Business
here
up
for
front, party in the back.
it. I'm here for it.
So
I'm gonna shave, like, completely bald,
Cass-
everything except for the back patch.
Oh, like
Rat tail. Rat
the
tail.
Devin Townsend.
And then
Sure.
that
That's Devin Townsend.
tuxedo t-shirt.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
100%.
Devin Townsend.
I'll look it up.
Like strapping
I
in.
can control the
Not
story
current,
on the
strapping
TV
in
at the same
live.
time.
Okay, show me after.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. It's the best haircut.
Yeah,
Like if y'all want to know the best haircut,
I'll get just the little Jedi braid, too.
Devin Townsend. Did you see that meme by the way? So we can get
The
that?
Scully. Is that what you're saying?
The, the Gucci Jedi.
No.
Oh, it's hilarious. I'll show you later. Cassie said it's called a mud flap.
Mud.
That works. I'm a diesel mechanic, you know, that's kind of part of the job,
Turn on
right?
my mud flat, bro.
It's gonna be great. Every time I take my hat off, it's gonna be shiny as fuck over here.
Somebody says, I think your songs are like your baby, they're dear to your heart, and letting us in there would be cool. And that's basically the idea. We're really, as we said a million times, we're really mad about being really sad.
Yeah. No, there's a lot because, like, up to this point, like I've written all the lyrics. So every one of these songs is pretty much like a piece of me in some way. There, with a couple exceptions, like Malice. There's definitely like some real life stuff behind it, but I've never committed premeditated murder for legal reasons.
But everybody's
But-
thought about it.
But you know, like.
Weird if you haven't.
Like there's definitely certain songs that are like really like big for me and they have a lot of meaning, but pretty much all of these songs, with the exception of one, which was Father Failure, like that one I don't really have any ties to, but
We can talk a little bit about the meaning behind Second.
yeah, like, all these songs are really, it's like it's you know, not to be dramatic, but I'm going to be. It's like a fucking window into my soul, and Second Wind is no exception.
Yeah.
Like, Second Wind is a song. I posted about this when it came out. Like, it's as much for everybody else as it is for me and for us of like, it's a statement, because there's a lot of people, and I know a lot of people personally, that basically had to either put their passions or their dreams on hold, or just give up on them. Like they could not sustain, you know, the pursuit of what they loved anymore. And there was definitely a couple of points in the last year where I was really close to that point where I'm just like, is this even worth it anymore? I don't know, like, but I kept coming back onto the fact, and I'm like, no, I can't just walk away from this. I've put so much of my life and my heart and soul into this band, and I'm like, I'm not going to be another person who just lets it die. And that's what Second Wind is it's a statement. It's like understanding and realizing that this is it's fragile, it's frail, and at any point it could go away. And if that's the case, I'm not just going to walk away from it. I'm going to like fight for it until the last breath, until it's gone. And that's exactly what's in the chorus. Is exactly what the song's about. You know, and there's a lot of motivation behind that. There's the personal motivation of this is what I love, and this is what we all love, and this is what we all want to do, and I'm not going to just give up for just because it gets hard or just because, you know, it's not the way I wanted it to be. I know that there's certain people out there that would love to see this fall apart, and I'm like, I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of my dream dying because I didn't want to work hard for it. And that's what the whole song's about. So
basically, he just walked us through the entire song, actually.
yeah, I basically just recounted the lyrics.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is literally the song.
And I was basically just like, I can't let this die. Not like this.
I'll go pour you a shot. Though.
Yeah.
So, and ditto. And like, I think it applies to more than that, because like everybody obviously has their own struggles, their own things, and I think lyrics, that's the main thing for us, is like everyone can kind of relate to what we sing about, because everyone goes through shit.
Yeah, I don't like writing things that are super specific. Or
Yeah, you
just like-
definitely vague.
Yeah, like no, it's just like I want it. You know, music is the reason why I love music is you can get lost in it. I've always been very lyrical. I like telling stories, and you'll get some of this in something in a thing we're doing later with me. But
So
like,
we were asked, did you write "Take Me Back," which is
yes, "Take Me Back" is mine. That's actually like probably one of my favorite songs that I've ever written.
yeah, I think we all like it. We probably won't.
I don't know if we'll see us perform that anytime soon or ever, but yeah, "Take Me Back" is one of mine. I will say one of the lines in there was inspired from something that my sister wrote actually, but the song itself, that is like that one in particular is very near and dear to me because that is very. That song kind of goes over a very tough time in my life, was something that I was dealing with. But yeah,
Acid reflux.
Yeah, acid
Yeah.
reflux.
Take me back to when
Yeah,
I
we'll call her. That's what we'll call her. No, so like yeah. "Take Me Back" is I'm very long answer for a very short question. Yes, that one is one that I wrote. And
A
I'm
better
very
question
proud of
that
it.
you could ask is, what songs did Jess not write the lyrics for, or what songs have lyrics that don't relate to Jess's life?
Answer is no.
Yeah.
Father
Father Failure is the only song that are not his exact lyrics.
No,
But hopefully,
writing credit on it, but that one was not mine.
hopefully from this point forward, we'll have more contributions.
Absolutely.
I'm not doing a damn thing, Jeff.
Yeah.
You know, for me coming on board was being able to relate with the lyrics that were not only written, you know, for the future songs, but all the past stuff. Because, you know, for me it was about being able to feel the music. And a big thing for me is lyrics. You know, since I'm yelling, you know, or I'm trying to
Convey the
convey,
emotion,
convey, you know, whatever the emotion within those lyrics are to the listener. That was a big thing for me. You know, coming on was like, you know, I can relate with this. I can feel this. I'm an emo kid at heart, so being able to feel those lyrics, being able to, you know, try to share those with other people, you know, I appreciate what it is that you're writing, what it is that you do.
No,
That and
I,
you like
I,
breakdown.
yeah, I
I just like
appreciate it.
breakdowns.
You
There we
know,
go. Let's not offer her
and
some
you know,
crap.
we've already kind of started on, and he's not listening
Slit your
anymore.
wrist.
Brandon and I have
Like
already
that.
kind of
Yeah.
started like going back and forth with some stuff, and I think things are only gonna get better from here.
I started writing lyrics too. I haven't told anybody.
And I think
You sent me something once.
And it was so like, yeah, it was crap. I had like this idea,
There was lots
and
of
then
fire
I
involved.
mean, I got like stuck in this fucking like blinder, just like, hey, here's this idea, and like that's it, and then like, yeah.
Like honestly, it wasn't that bad, but like I remember my first
There's a
one
lot
was
of
just like,
references to the same.
so we should probably call this song "Burning Fire Flame" or something. Like,
It's not metalcore. There's no fire.
yeah, and there's no fire, or if somebody's like not stating that they won't fall, or that you know you watch, you know,
So
or
this-
I watch you fall.
So this one is actually a step forward for us. See, normally we sing about how fucked up other people are, but this one's about how fucked up. Not me specifically, but whoever.
Wow, all right, yeah.
Whoever
just
is
fuck up.
making the whole, whoever is the person telling the story, how fucked up they.
Mhm.
Well, I'll say real quick about lyrics, because I don't ever get involved in lyrics really, but what's
Brad's
cool,
where the emo went out of all of us.
All right. Also, Marco, it's about damn time you got here. We were talking about you for like 20 minutes straight. This place.
Anyways,
Yeah,
not
we
to
were-
interrupt.
Sorry, some like
Not to interrupt Bradley in the middle of his story.
You don't
Kevin.
even have all your appendages. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, what I was saying
Like a
was,
real tiny bit.
what I like about this band is that, like, because Second Wind is my first musical full song, basically contribution to Hellheart, and like I had this kind of crazy concept. I was like, and then it breaks off into a new song, and I feel like at first Jess was like, "This is sounding crazy," and I was like, "I want it to be about like what I like about it." I can go to Jess and be like, "Hey, I have an idea for a song about this. Can you write lyrics about this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then like a couple weeks later, he's got like some of the best lyrics I've ever seen for like a subject matter that I just told him about.
Yeah, I didn't
So
think that
it's-
it was crazy. There was a disconnect on what the intro in a song was going to be.
Yeah, and I was like, the
didn't
intro needs
quite
to be like, it
understand.
needs to be like spoken word.
Yeah.
I don't want there to be singing, but I want it to be like kind of screaming and like, so I can direct Jess in a direction and be like, hey, this is the feel I want, this is the mood I want, this is the subject matter, but I can't write lyrics for you know, to save my life. So musically, I just focus on the music and like the key and like the solo and everything. But I have an idea for lyrics, I just can't always put it on paper. So that's why I like this process, is because I can go to Jess and be like, I think we should write a song about this, but I don't know what I'm doing. And then he's just like, yeah, okay, I'll work on it. A couple weeks later, we have a song.
No, when you, I remember because like when you told me, I was just like, all right. And I had a couple things in mind, but sort of like when you talk about when you sit down to write a solo, like sometimes it just fucking hits you, and it was
Yeah.
just like I think the line,
Good vape on camera.
like the chorus, it was just like. It went through a couple revisions, but it was just like, no, this is a dream, and we're like watching it fall apart.
Yeah.
You know, because it was right when I was going through one of my times of just like, fuck, why are we doing it? Like, should we keep doing this? Is it worth it at this point? Like, it's been so long, or is anybody gonna fucking care? And I just get home and I lay in bed and I'm just like, I'm sure we'll share the funny here in a second. But I just get home and I lay in bed, and then it was just like, no, I'm not gonna walk away from this. And then it just hit me, and yeah, no, it is. I think we have a really good process of all of us, four of us, of working together. Okay, share, Kevin.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Fucking go
Sorry.
ahead.
Speaking of that, somebody did say the chemistry is definitely, Carl from Crushing the Deceiver says the chemistry is definitely there. You can feel it, and that's one of the main reasons why we ended up where we're at. Because
Also, I'd like to note that Carl was listed as a top fan.
oh,
So,
congratulations!
fuck yeah, Carl is the new.
You're in an elite group
Fuck
of
Jared,
people.
it's fuck yeah, Carl.
Your guys' video is up here too recently.
By the way, in this video, sorry, you got a topic. You can see me die and you can see Jess kill somebody.
It's my favorite music
I think,
video
yeah,
ever.
like, you get a shot of me somewhere.
Do we have a question to the secret song?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like, I think it plays after this.
Jess murders somebody, and I get fucking axed to the neck.
So what's the funny thing?
Yeah, can we please hear this amazing joke?
Marco's fucking hilarious. He goes, Brad needs to start an OnlyFans for his feet. Next message, #BradFoot.com. Nobody better steal that IP, okay?
It's probably already gone.
I mean, truly.
Do you want it? I mean, I would say look it up, but you probably don't want it on your
I'll do it on my phone. My computer's clean.
So somebody also mentioned that they're glad we posted lyrics. They love on the new song. They love hearing Brandon scream, but they don't understand what he's saying without listening to it a bunch of times. Which, if you're not the most into the screaming, I can see that.
It's an acquired taste.
I feel like you're
But-
pretty good with the enunciation.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
one thing we really like about him
That's
is
right.
that he does pronunciate very well.
Mhm.
Like Brandon's so versatile, where there are like the punky, like emo type of screams and yells, but then as you'll hear later on, there are some pretty brutal things going on.
And it's funny, I'm sure Brandon like hates dealing with me lyrically because I'm always like, hey, can you do like one of those screams where you like go up like kind of high and then you come like low and then
I appreciate
I have
it
no
'cause,
I
like,
have no ability to describe what I want to hear.
Oh yeah, but like I like that because then I can try to just do whatever it is. You know, I try to hear your feedback and try to
Yeah,
just see what I can.
it reminds me of the studio when they're just like, do that more punky or more
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
and that. It's like
Can you make it sound more crispy?
more crispy. That's
Yeah.
He
Get
must
some
have
crunch
hated
on
on
it.
trying to
Get
give
some
us what we
crunch on
want.
It's a little,
If you
squishy,
tried
it's
a
a little
little-
squishy. I need a little more.
Can you
Can you
do
make
it
it
more
more like
like
a sponge? And he's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck am I doing here?
Just add some cream on top of that and you'll be set.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It needs to sound more whipped. With a
Right
whip.
now it sounds stirred. It needs to be
Yeah.
more folded.
It's like mashed potatoes.
Okay, now
with
do
a
one
chunky-
more it's shaken.
Somebody says I think they need to see everybody's feet now.
God, this is
No.
just getting weird.
No.
If I show you
Take
my
my shoes
so
off.
if I show you my feet, the camera will be overexposed and then the whole thing will be ruined. So
Do we still have people watching? Like,
Oh yeah.
for some
Since we
reason,
started talking about Brad's feet, we've had like 10 more people.
Right?
YouTube algorithm
hold on,
is
I'm gonna
like
adjust the
feet.
camera view. Get closer.
Is it
That's
weird
what the
that I only
thumbnail
record
for
without
this
shoes on?
video should be just my fucking feet.
Every
Oh yeah,
time.
oh yeah.
I only record without shoes on.
I saw your shoes sitting there. I was like, wait, what? Whose shoes?
I don't know. It's just a thing that I do. I always record without shoes on.
So yeah, it's not really a secret, but obviously we're recording more music.
We got some feet stuff in this band. Like
They're, yeah.
that's quite the feat.
Oh, God.
I quit.
Yeah, I quit. This band just broke up. Everything in second one, forget it.
And we just got one more fucking viewer after we said we broke up.
Somebody
You're
was
like,
like,
wait,
yes!
Yes.
So Carl says, truth be told, they go through the same thing with their vocalists, dissecting lyrics and piecing them together into rhythms and patterns. It's a group effort, which, yeah, it's always good to have, your multiple point of view because, yeah, one person will hear one thing and another person hears something else. And
And usually we just end up arguing and hating each other.
Yeah.
exactly, like we were in the studio a couple days ago, and
No,
we were
it's-
just like, I wanted to redo some things that I didn't like, and you know what happened? We left it alone.
We
We
we spent an hour
spent an
doing
hour.
everything differently, and then it was like, nope, go back to the way it was. Like, okay, that didn't just cost money.
Well, we did what I was thinking, and I was like, yeah, it's fine the way it was.
I remember what we changed that part of the hook to, though. I'm not going to say it now, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
There's a thing that changed that I didn't know about.
The
and you
chorus.
Yeah.
remember it now?
yeah,
the chorus change.
yeah. I had talked about it, I think with you and with you, but
For
I
that,
remember what it
For
was.
that
I
other
don't
song.
pay attention
For
to
that
what you
other
guys
song.
say.
that-
Dude,
that's
it's
not
super
Okay.
catchy. But
Okay.
Anyways.
yeah.
Bob,
Ooh, cool, cool, cool.
who is also a bass player, hopes us all the best with the new lineup, and the new track sounds great.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
That was the goal.
Once again, Marco, #healthy.com.
Ooh.
That
What's with
one-
the feet?
I like that one.
That
Someone
was
wants to.
probably
It
not
started with the
taken.
cat feet, and then now it's the fucking.
Can you put a hashtag in a domain? I'd love to do that.
Can
I mean-
we do that for a YouTube video? Just be our feet.
Absolutely
For a
not.
music video?
What if it's all
Absolutely
just?
not. No.
We'll just do a bunch of pictures of some cute little Toby beans over one of our songs. That's the whole video. Is just toe beans.
By the way, financial advice, which we said we wouldn't give you, if you want to make a lot of money, just start an OnlyFans and post pictures of feet.
Yeah.
You don't gotta show anything, and you don't even have to post your own.
Send you pictures of my feet. You can post those.
Yeah, nobody will know.
I'm getting uncomfortable.
Okay. Yeah, we'll stop. We lost one on Instagram.
How long
I'm
have we
surprised people are still fucking watching.
We've been at this for an hour and a half. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. We've been doing this for the length of a Disney movie.
We got a couple people hanging out in YouTube, but once again, we're gonna be trying to do all this stuff on YouTube in the near future.
Yeah.
Probably gonna shift away from Instagram. Might stick around on Facebook. We'll see.
Nah,
But
I think the plan is to migrate to YouTube exclusively.
yeah, so we'll be doing most of our online stuff. We'll still have all of our other social medias
Sorry.
and all that,
Yeah.
but
We may do some random Facebook and Instagram stuff here soon.
Jared, we miss you too.
Who wants to start an OnlyFans of Brad's feet?
I
I mean, if there's enough votes for it, I'll do
if
it.
there's money in it,
Yeah.
you gotta do it for the art, man. Anyway, yeah, so we'll still be around on all the other platforms as well, but yeah, we'll probably be moving over to YouTube for the most part for most of our online content, and then we'll just be sharing from YouTube, pushing everyone to YouTube. Just makes it a lot easier if we can create in one spot and then chop that up and send it out other places. So,
But we will be doing live streams more often.
yes.
I'm not going to commit to an interval because it's something that we have to all have to be here for. We all have different schedules and it's kind of complicated sometimes. But the goal is to do live streams on a semi-regular basis and just keep connecting with you guys.
So,
and-
we definitely want to try to make sure all 5 of us are here for it. Might not always happen,
Right.
but you know, like this is something. I mean, I don't know. I'm having fun. The more people that are hanging out, the better. But you know, this is something that not only like we want to do for the content, but we just kind of want to do because we get to hang out too. So.
And we're great guys.
yeah, great guys.
I think we're pretty much ready to wrap it up. Right?
Yeah, I mean, is there any last minute questions or anything anybody else wants to talk about? Like,
Marco is really hoping for the OnlyFans, bro. Just text me. I'll send you whatever you want. Like, it's cool.
NBHNC.
It's funny too because I feel like I'm way off camera on Instagram, but like,
it's just this voiceover off in the
Yeah.
corner. Yeah.
Jared wants to know.
Oh, fuck this guy.
Jared wants to know, Brad, when's your next video going up on YouTube?
Next question.
Yes.
I don't know, dude.
So, being that we're all like 30, other than Kevin, which is really sad to say out loud.
don't
I would
tell
have never
people.
said that out loud.
Yeah.
There's a lot, dude.
I'm 22.
So we're old and we have jobs and it's really hard.
So here I'll say this about my YouTube channel for anybody who actually subscribes.
Oh,
I
my.
keep getting subscribers, by the way, and you guys don't realize I'm not making videos, but okay. So, anyways, I was doing videos and I was doing videos that everybody else was doing with like, you know, like, oh, let's talk about the 10 things that you would, you know. And so I just kind of got bored with it and I was like, I don't like doing this anymore. I don't want to do these clickbaity videos. I want to do videos that I want to do. And so I kind of just lost the passion for it. And, you know, yeah, there's a lot of things that come up and make it hard to do videos, but at the end of the day, I just wasn't really in it anymore, so I just kind of stopped doing it. That's the truth. But once I find something that I really want to do on a regular basis, some sort of content, then it'll definitely come back.
Yeah, depending on the content, it might even show up on our page. Who knows?
Yeah, I have a lot of fun making content that's coming out soon. For Hellheart, that's where I get my film
Yeah.
kicks.
And I will say, if there's anything specific, not fucking OnlyFans feet pics and shit. No.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but
If y'all got Square Cash, we can figure something out.
But if there's certain content that you wanna see, I know something that I really want to do. We just gotta find some other bands to do it. Like I want to embarrass other bands playing beer pong. I want to crush them and their souls.
That's a Fallout if I've
and-
ever heard one.
So if there's any of our friends, you know, and these other bands that want to make them cry from how badly I beat them at beer pong, just let me know.
Yeah, and also I'm gonna get one of these guys to figure out how to play Rocket League 2v2 with other bands.
No one cares about that game.
We'll let you win.
Well, yeah. So
Smash
all right.
I would
Smash
love to do some
Brothers
stuff like
tournament.
that.
Mario Kart?
I would love to do some stuff like that, but if there's certain content that you want to see from us that is not foot related, let us know.
I'm open to the feet stuff depending on if the price is right. That's all I'm saying.
All right, and then we're gonna do Brad and Stacy Brio's cocktail and cigar hour.
I think that would be.
Why just Brad and Stacy?
because that's what Mac 90 wants, bro.
Also,
That'd be cool.
I'm gonna make it really hard for me and Marco to not do this by announcing that me and Marco are starting a podcast. Now we have to do it.
Okay.
We've been fucking talking about this forever,
Legally obligated.
and we're like,
at this
nah,
point.
yeah, we'll do it. And then we just never
Yeah.
do it.
All
And
5
fucking-
people who are still watching, they know.
We're fucking doing it, Marco. Now we've announced it. Now we have to do it.
Brad and Stacy. That sounds.
There's
like
one.
fun word.
So I'm going to announce this. Unless we can cap it off with this, unless there's anything that comes up, because I've already posted it, so it's already been announced. So a long time ago, back in the land of the past, we started an artist profile series. We started with Kevin, and then shit happened.
And we left it at that.
We are picking that back up. No hard dates yet.
No soft dates,
But-
no hard dates.
But yeah, so that we do have a projected date, but you should be seeing that soon. And we'll be doing that, I think once a month. Again, nothing's set in stone quite yet, but we will be doing artist profiles for the rest of the band. So look forward to that. It's going to be on our YouTube. So that's that announcement.
If you're interested in that kind of stuff, go back, check out the video of me, and not if, but when you think it sucks, comment down below and just say Kevin sucks, and that'll just warm my little tiny Tim heart. So that'd be great.
So someone asked about TikToks, hanging out in the making, showing our processes. We kind of talked about all that, but so to retouch, so we have a TikTok. You can go follow us. It's
Hellheart
It's the first that he watched it.
Hellheart Music. He did watch our Kevin profile.
Finally.
I believe he's talking about.
Who?
You can follow us on TikTok. We'll be posting stuff there. In the making, we may have some behind the scenes stuff pop up here and there if we remember.
There's definitely all of that content is going to become more regular. I've been personally doing a lot on Instagram recently. We don't have a lot to share at the moment, which is the hard part. It's like just been a lot of the same thing. So, but as we move forward, there will be a lot more different content and consistent content on all those platforms. So check that out.
And Jess, you got called out. Becky says that she will sexually assault you in beer pong. Start a band, and
She'll
we'll
do it, too.
and we'll take you on.
I know. Or she'll do it.
I murder people. I am a fucking god.
I've only heard
Beer pong.
stories and seen pictures.
Challenge me.
Marco says that Lion Court only plays tequila pong, which I'm going to answer to that for Jess. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's not going to have a single drink of tequila because you won't make a shot before
Yeah.
he clears the table.
I have
Roast-
video proof of this
roasted.
happening in college, so
Roasted.
yeah, that's
We've-
fine.
We've been practicing, so.
We play gasoline pong. I don't care.
Jared says Hellheart D&D one shots with other bands.
Yeah.
So
I'd be down.
most of us, well, 3/5 of us play D&D, and I've asked to play, but they don't want to include me because I'll mess up.
I
I'll mess up the
never
storyline.
thought
Alright,
you
so-
were serious.
I want to try it.
All right, well, let's get something going then.
So Cassie looks like she's on Team Becky with the Becky versus Jess.
Josh.
I'm fine
Hold
with them being on
on.
a
Josh
team.
says that he's seen it firsthand. Jess will
Got that
destroy
one? Yeah.
every.
All right.
Which
This is
one?
Brandon.
Oh yeah.
Did you open up that page randomly?
Yeah, I just opened up to him. Hey, it's Brandon.
Yeah.
He's a
No,
barbarian.
yeah. So we have people who witnessed this. I
And then if
I
anybody,
become a different person.
and then Kevin and I will challenge you once he's healed. You can come LARP with us and shoot plastic balls at each other.
Hell yeah. All the balls. The plastic
All the
balls.
little white plastic balls.
In my face. Like,
Also, you
shots.
do airsoft.
It's LARPing. It's-
Also, you do airsoft.
Yeah, also we can play
also,
airsoft.
we'll play airsoft.
Yeah.
Airsoft is LARPing. Don't let anybody
Balls
tell you
first.
different.
Yeah. But I'm the best at it, so
Cool. Well, I mean,
Cool.
Becky says let her know when and where. We'll get back to you on that because I assume we'll have a team, but it won't matter because Jess will just not end his term.
yeah.
So
I had so many times in college where I just went 3 turns, I was on fire, then I cleared the whole table.
and you know, he was humble the whole fucking time.
No,
too,
I
as
fucking
you
was
can
not. I took pride in
tell.
making
Arrogant
people cry.
bastard.
I think he went to college for education, but it was literally just
No, I went to college to get good at beer pong. I have a degree somewhere. I don't give a shit about that. But my fucking skills in beer pong, unmatched.
Yep.
Josh says he was not. I'm not sure exactly what he's referring to. Oh, I'm not scared. Becky's not scared. She's a motherfucking athlete.
I can vouch for that.
Brad can vouch for that.
We got a couple extra new people over on YouTube. Appreciate yous. I think we're about to cut it down,
Yeah.
but
We've been here for
Good,
a long longer than we thought.
Yeah.
good timing. If you're not following us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel and check out the video. And the more you share it, the more we're
share.
able to put more stuff out.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like the video and click that notification bell.
Like,
That
comment,
way
subscribe.
and that way you are notified when we do this stuff. Like I said, all of our live streams from here on out are going to be on YouTube. We're going to be pushing out a lot more YouTube content. We'll be doing Instagram and TikTok content as well.
The live streams are probably going to be exclusively
Live streams
on
will be
YouTube.
on YouTube, and
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot more YouTube content. So, unless there's any last minute things, I think this is where we're going to call it because I don't know about you guys, but I'm hungry.
I'm hungry as fuck.
So,
And I got piss.
Who's
So,
driving?
yeah.
Because it's not me.
Huh?
So who's driving? Because it's not me.
You guys can fit in my car.
My car's good. Oh no, I have as much shit. We'll figure it
I
out.
mean, we put 6 people in
Well,
my
so
car.
thank you everybody for coming.
Thank you.
Also, thank you for arriving.
Yeah,
And
thank
we
you for
will
coming and
see you
thank
at
you
the
for
next
watching.
one. New music soon.
Big things coming.
Small things arriving.
That's what she said.
I'm almost 5'8". Come on.
You're already here.
Did you? I don't even know how to stop.
I think
It says finish. Haha.